Welcome back, everyone. LANCESCURV here. I'm just having a fun ball of a time in this yard, and it's a lot of work that has to be done, a lot. And I'm looking forward to it because I get a chance to really reconnect and ground myself in a way that I couldn't in the other places that I've lived in my life. And when I'm back here, I tell you, without any influences or distractions, direct thoughts hit my brain. And I'm going to milk this for all it's worth because I've been waiting for this for a very long time. This particular period in my life, I've been waiting for it for a very long time. And I knew it was coming for me because you see, if you go to the restaurant and you don't know what it is that you want, how is anybody going to make the order for you? But all the years that I lived in America, I knew America wasn't it by the system that is a cloud and a stronghold over that land. The land didn't do me any problem. I love the land. I love the South. I love the North, the West, the East, Midwest. I love it all, the places I've been to. But it's the system that doesn't allow you to breathe, which in a sense, when you really look at it, it could be a lot easier to get out of the system as opposed to getting out away from a circle of what you may think are friends. But there may be designated demons on your life that have given you a down payment of memories and a good time that in the present you can look back and say, oh, in the past we did this, we had such a good time. And in the past, you really looked out for me. You did this for me. You did that for me. How do we know that that's not a future demon or a present demon cloaked, ready to spring into action when you start to expand at that crucial time that you're supposed to expand? I was speaking to a dear sister, a friend of mine, very close, and I was saying how many people, they scorn the caterpillar. They scorn the caterpillar and say, oh, look at that caterpillar. That caterpillar is crawling across the ground, and most caterpillars that crawl across the sidewalk or the walkway get stepped on. Look at that caterpillar, that's so ugly. Oh, there's a caterpillar on me. I don't want that caterpillar on me. And to interject, I remember we had an epidemic of caterpillars. It was in the early 70s. It was these green, lime green caterpillars, and it had like a black mark around probably his face, you can say, and maybe like by the end. And they were just, I mean, it was like hundreds of them in a tree. And it always seemed that when you walked under the tree, he'd pop, 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 and you're just knocking them off. You're squishing them, you're sliding on it. And they look so ugly. But with those caterpillars that we scorn, we never reject the butterfly because the butterfly is beautiful. The butterfly is something to be desired. We love it when the butterfly lands on our hand. Look at the butterfly. Look, take a picture of it. Look at the butterfly landed on my shoulder. Not realizing most of the time, and I make this comparison, that people know us as caterpillars, but they can't accept us turning into butterflies. And when it's in your destiny to become that butterfly, they will see that you're making your ascension. They will see, it's getting a little windy here, I'm gonna put this in my hand. They will see that you're destined for great things. You're not thinking much of yourself and saying, well, I'm this and I'm that, but they can see where you're going. And now those circle of friends, or that one particular friend, or who you thought was a friend, who, like the caterpillar, revealed what it really was by turning into a butterfly. This particular person who has done a good deed for you, you didn't have the money to make the down payment that you needed to, so they did it for you, thinking that down the road, I'm going to get so much more out of them. They did something for you crucial, so you thought, but they were only biding their time. For you to take flight, for them to reveal who they are. You're going from a caterpillar, which is a beautiful thing still too, to a butterfly. But they're going from a good person in your eyes to the demon who they are. And they're there to keep you where you are. Which where you are may not be a bad place, but there's more for you. You're to be used on this level by the Creator for what He wants and she wants. And why do I say it that way? Because Mother Earth, the masculine energy and the feminine energy, they're both equal. So I may say he, but that's not to discount the mother, the father, and the mother. That's nature. But here they come. So this is going to be a short one. All I'm saying, don't let your loyalty to the facade of who this person tried to show you, the facade of who they hope that you would think they are, keep you back once they reveal their true selves. No one, and I mean absolutely no one, should stop you from moving into your destiny. No one, and I mean no one, should be there to trip you over and stop you from reaching that place that you were born to ascend to. That's not loyalty, that's stupidity. Because if they were really in your corner, they would celebrate you, they would support you, they would cheer you on as you go up higher and higher where you're supposed to go. If they're true and proper and sincere, their road of ascension to their greatness but may be far away, distant from yours in a whole different atmosphere, a whole different place. But progress is progress. And I've known many friendships, and I have many friendships that our lives have taken roads so far apart. But there's a good feeling in us as we encourage each other to go up those roads. And we celebrate each other's destinies. We don't pull away support when one is going up higher. No, we support you. Even if you make a decision on your own that's not really the decision of the Creator, and it doesn't go well, where you pull back and regroup, and we have our think tank, and we still encourage you. We stick with you no matter what. It's not conditional. But you are not required to keep yourself small, to keep yourself on the same level just because they choose to or they have no ambition. And some who would swear they never meant you any harm, but they will do things to show you that they mean you harm. I've been in many situations where I've seen this before. Friendly sabotage. The more you get to being who you're supposed to be. But when you are meant to be something, nothing can stop you. You may be delayed, but there's always a way of restoration to bring you back not only to where you were, but something beyond your wildest dreams. And that's something that I have experienced in the last few years here in Ghana. And I receive such good news, and I keep telling you about this good news, but I can't say anything because I don't want anybody to jump in there and work their little spells, which they can't do it. Because I know my destiny. I know why I'm here. As long as you're breathing, as long as you have a goal and strength and health, there is nothing, absolutely nothing that can stop you. But stop voluntarily keeping yourself small to satisfy the small-mindedness of someone who doesn't want to see you ascend. If you want to stay on the corner and drink liquor all day long and not earn and not ascend, I still love you. I'll even encourage you. But don't think I'm going to stay there with you. Not that I was ever one to drink liquor and stay on the corner. But whatever it may be, a tree doesn't just come up with one branch. You leave that little tree that you saw when you were a little girl or you were a little boy, come back 25 years later. There's going to be so many more branches on that tree, but it's the same tree. Can you accept it with more branches? Can you accept it with more developed sides? Keep on developing yourself, and you can never go wrong by working on yourself if you know that you're in service to the one that made you. Much love to you all. LANCESCURV signing out. Always hit the site, LANCESCURV.com. If you don't see me here on this particular platform in some way, shape, or form, and always know that this is a labor of love for me, and I go at this 24/7, and I will never stop as long as I'm alive. I'll be here doing the work. Sincerely, not for attention, but from the heart. The track record proves that. Much love to you all. So long.
Make sure to go to LANCESCURV.com, an online magazine established in 2001, containing written articles, thousands of talk shows and discussions, cutting-edge cartoons, as well as erotic expressions and tasteful adult photography. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. Once you get a taste of the world of LANCESCURV, trust me, you'll be back for more. LANCESCURV.com. Bold, raw, and uncut.
So, my friend, take it for what it's worth. Your heaven and your hell is right here on this earth.